Hej wszystkim, z tej strony Lisida i witam was w kolejnym odcinku Slay the Princess. Z góry przepraszam za wszelkie stukoty. Mój kot ma o wiele więcej rzeczy do gryzienia, drapania i czegokolwiek, bo mam małe przetegowanie w pokoju. Teraz trochę się uspokoiła, ale wydaje mi się, że tacy bardziej stali widzowie na tym kanale wiedzą, jaka ona jest. To nie potrwa zbyt długo. ten jakże wielki spokój. Mam pomysł na dzisiejszą rozgrywkę. Będę chciała zatentegować te czarownice. A przynajmniej wydaje mi się, że nawet jeżeli zrobię tak, jak chcę zrobić, to i tak pewnie wyjdzie mi czarownica. Jeżeli wyjdzie mi co innego, no to zobaczymy. Dobra. Ja z nim nie rozmawiam.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Dobra, idziemy do chaty. Jaram się, bo jestem ciekawa, co wyjdzie dzisiaj.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only for the blade is your
Myślałam, że
implement.
powiedział, co miał.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Idziemy bez ostrza jeszcze. Chcę zrobić wersję z
The
ostrzem,
door to the
ale
basement creaks open,
innym
revealing
razem.
a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Wiecie co, sekundkę, bo nie wiem, czy granie jest troszeczkę za głośno. Dobra, wydaje mi się, że będzie teraz trochę lepiej. Nie wiem, nie chcę się przekrzykiwać z nim.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's
Si.
hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Skłamam.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so
Zapomniałam, że tam
long
jest
since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Wszyscy
You
jesteśmy
walk
bez
down the
jedzenia,
stairs
prawda?
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Sekunda, trochę mam trzasnę, ale chyba mikrofon jest daleko. Okej.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Si, signora.
Okay.
Jak to wcześniej?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Myślałam, że ostatnio...
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before...
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Prince...
Dobra, bo... Czemu nie może? O, dziękuję.
Of course I'm locked up.
The princess hesitates before responding.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late
Nie.
when you finally come around.
Thank
Wiecie,
you
z
for
zasady nie
believing me.
słucham.
Now, can you help me get out of here?
Tak,
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Okay, I'll be...
You try the door. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
nie to, że coś. Ale co mam zrobić? Tak szczerze. Znaczy wiem, że
You make
zaraz
your way
we
to
mnie
the
rzucą
bottom
tym
of the
ostrzem,
stairs.
ale...
This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade.
Dobrze, w
like you were
następnym
supposed
odcinku
to.
wezmę, ale co z nim zrobię, to nie obiecuję, że ją
Easier
się.
for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
No,
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
nie.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Wszyscy jesteśmy już gotowi na tę sytuację?
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth.
Co? Tak.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back.
Nie taki był plan. Tam było tylko... Ojej, przepraszam.
The wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard! Were you lying to me this whole time?
To było niechcący, sorry, nie doczytałam.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back.
Naprawdę nie doczytałam, przepraszam.
But still alive, she crouches on all
była
fours in
inna
the
opcja w
corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now.
Nie to miałam w planie. Tam było po prostu... Jak to się stało?
As you ready your
Okej,
blade
ale
to
chyba
deliver
wyjdzie
a lethal
to, co
blow,
chciałam, żeby
she
wyszło.
lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground. Your body forget about trying.
Okej, mam tylko uśmiech królewny.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw. We can still turn this around.
Poddaj się.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out.
Sorry, naprawdę to był wypadek akurat.
We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be
Za
enough
szybko
to at least
klikam.
delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes dark and you die.
Bestia! Okej, nie czarownica, bestia.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and you're here to slay her. If you don't,
Aj,
it
głos,
will
ostatnio
be
mieliśmy
the end of
oportunistę.
the
Jakie
world.
będzie teraz?
I can assure you that you're not dead. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Okej, bohatera.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then
What do you
something else
mean?
must have trapped us here.
Ale od razu dwa głosy? Okej.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Dobra, idziemy tam. Okej, mamy bestię
Oh,
i dwa
warning.
głosy.
Before you go any further.
Dobra, mieliście małe cięcie, bo wyskoczyło mi jakieś
She will
gówno na
lie,
komputerze.
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Does a
Dobra,
cat
dobra.
lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
Ja się ciebie nigdy nie słucham.
Maybe.
Okej, nie taki był plan na odcinek. Chciałam czarownicę znowu wziąć.
The interior of the
Ale
cabin
może
is
być
ruinous
tak.
and dilapidated. The blade.
Dobra, podchodzimy standardowo do
Walk up,
lustra. To nie jest ściana, to jest lustro, raczej to będzie lustro.
You
Dobra.
reach forward and rub your hand against. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone.
Chyba nie będę używała wcale tego skipa, bo wydaje mi się, że to też mogło.
No
Bez
steel
ostrza.
claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk. I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Przepraszam, jestem wciąż w szoku, że tak sknociłam, ale może wcale nie sknociłam, bo mamy nową jakby wersję, to nie jest jeszcze tak źle.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral,
Ja, raczej wkurzona.
impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit.
Okej, już nie
The
jestem na
walls
siebie
are
zła, to
obscured
wygląda
by the
zajebiście.
impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She
To przecież ją widzę.
anywhere.
Jasne, dostała ogona, ale...
You see only a
Nieważne.
flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
A bo ona jest wciąż przykuta.
She is certainly not just a princess.
Co nie?
You're not helping.
Ty też.
It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the
Pokaż
darkness.
się. Jestem ciekawa, jak wyglądasz.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright.
Przecież nie mogę z tego, że główny bohater ma pióro.
The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now. There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous. The princess lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured.
Serio?
I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
Jestem ciężkostrawny.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning...
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here?
W teorii.
Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the
A
situation...
co mam zrobić? Jestem w kiszkach.
Do something. We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
I acted on my will, fledgling, and you acted on yours. The strong triumph, and the weak submit or perish.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can
Stara
only
wiesz, że to nie
assume is
zadziała.
the princess pulling
Ciekawe,
against
co się
the
stanie,
door
jak
to the
zginiemy tu
cabin.
znowu.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
Wypluj mnie.
Every creature craves freedom. You will too before you die.
Nie to...
The banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
You can't hold me forever. Oh, can I?
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
That wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step.
Wolni stworzeni w ekstremalnych warunkach?
And then it's gone quiet, hasn't it?
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you. This place is cold.
Wow. Czemu masz 3 rogi? Fajny design.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we... Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death.
Rozwikłałeś się? Dziwne słowo. Rozwikłałeś.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there? There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day.
Ej, dzisiaj to normalnie 2 księżniczki, bo my mamy 22 minuty.
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist. This one is consumed by instinct, a predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a cunning heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater. No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond? There's no need for you to know what you are going to do before you do it. If you find him, remember that I'll be waiting for you on the other side.
Nie, no nie będę...
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
My nawet nie mam połowy osiągnięć.
If I did, I would already be awake.
Dobra.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Serio?
I will be here, waiting for you.
Dostarczy bestię.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress.
To było
Seamstresses
wredne.
contribute something of value to society.
Nie jestem monarchistą, ale nie wydaje mi się, żeby ona zrobiła coś złego. Dobra. Idziemy.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Ostatni odcinek to nie jest, ja chciałam pokazać
Princess
wszystkie jej
within.
wersje.
We're not gonna go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Dobra, kłóćcie się kiedy indziej.
The interior of the cabin, the blade is...
Nie mogę?
You take the blade from
Okay.
the table.
Okay.
It'll be rather difficult to slay the princess and save...
Ale ja od razu jej powiem, ej, pomogę ci.
The door to the... Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
O, wrócił attitude.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the
Hello.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Dzisiaj już
There's
drugi
a
raz.
chain around her wrist, binding her to...
She's so coldly.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nie, chcę cię uwolnić.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Dobra.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
Dobra, rzucam.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Poczekajcie, ludzie. Może dlatego, że już odblokowałam wiedźmę na tym save'ie, nie mogłam tego zrobić ponownie, dlatego była tylko wersja uśmiercenia, to ma sens. Czyli to nie była w 100% moja wina. Bo i tak była tam tylko jedna opcja, ja myślałam, że to jest po prostu weź ostrze, nie doczytałam. No to moja wina, że nie przeczytałam, że to było zaatakuj ją, zamiast podnieś, ale i tak czy siak nie było więcej opcji.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A to nie jest początek.
You can't. Don't bother.
Shut up.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
Myślisz, żeby mi go
Sure there's
dali?
a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. Right? She is. I'm sure of it. She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Nie będzie żartu
Note
z
the lack
Princess
of
Princess.
detail. You
Szkoda.
can't trust her.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I cię nie słucham.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
No?
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the... You try the door. I'll repeat. You make your... Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Uratuj.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm.
A może
just
jednak wyjdzie
above
na
the
moje?
massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make... She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bot... Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
Dobra, i teraz ostrzeż ją.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the... Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Jeszcze się opierajmy.
The blade. Move the blade.
Zacna mina.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
No.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade.
Ciekawe, czy znowu będzie dama.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Czy kto inny? Raczej nie dama.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Kto teraz?
Hope it was worth it.
Dawaj. Uwięziona. Okej, wiedziałam, że nie będzie dama.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay. My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
No właśnie.
I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here. For us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
Ona
I told you
stąd
about
nie
the stakes
wyjdzie
of this
bez nas
situation
i tak czy
less than a
siak.
minute ago.
Dobra, udaj się do chaty. Pupię z nim.
A warning before you go any. She will lie.
Dobra, dobra.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink.
Wink.
Just
Wink,
ignore
wink.
this clown and focus on the princess.
Lubię tego klauna. Mam podobne poczucie chyba humoru. Co? Ja nic nie powiedziałam. Wink, wink.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade the blade.
Dobra. Najpierw podejdziemy do lustra, już taki
Walk up to the wall next to
standardzik.
the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Dobra.
You reach
No
forward.
nic nie ma,
Now it's
sratatata.
gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Dobra, bierzemy ostrze.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Dobra. Ja jej chcę pomóc.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
No,
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Have you
No, nie
noticed
wiem.
the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there will be something so obviously useless.
co nie?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions
Chcę
for
ci
me?
pomóc.
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this.
No.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to
Yeah.
oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
On wiedział. Tak. Okej, on wiedział. Robił z nas debila przez większość czasu.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of
Dokładnie.
this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I jeszcze do tego, jak mówiliśmy ci, ej, mamy powtórkę z wydarzeń, to ty wiecznie robiłeś z nas idiotę, mówiąc, co ty wcale nie? Wymyślasz. Ty wiedziałeś, to nie my robiliśmy z ciebie głupa, tylko ty z nas. Wiedziałam, żeby cię nie lubić.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important.
Przez
Necessary.
ile odcinków to trzymałeś w tajemnicy? Czekajcie, aż zerknę, zobaczę, ile odcinków już mam. Rum, pum, 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 pum. Przez ile odcinków pan to siedział cicho i nic nie mówił? To jest 4. odcinek. Przez 4 odcinki żeś nic nie powiedział.
And maybe
No dobra,
I
3 pełne
wanted to be
odcinki
the
i
first
pół
version of me
4.
that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
I never said I wasn't.
Czy ja wiem, często się ze mną kłócisz.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right?
Weź się zmaterializuj, żebym mogła ci dać w ryja.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Dziękuję.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation.
Okej, ona nie
Shouldn't be
słyszy, jak się
daydreaming.
kłócimy we trójkę.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
Raczej tak.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key.
A, myślałam, że
Stuck in
jej
my sheet or
kajdany.
what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we
Nie,
choose
ja
to
myślałam, że
investigate.
jej.
What if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
Okej.
Forget you ever saw it.
Nice try, but I won't. Specifically because you told me to.
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
Oh, please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
Ja się ciebie nie słucham.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Raczej nie ma specjalnie powodu, żeby nas kłótnąć.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
you tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Take everybody.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you? A little?
Nie.
I think you got your point across. Fine.
So shut
You slide the
the
blade
corner.
across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Ah.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage.
Jestem okropna, wiem,
Last,
ale
she
jestem
reaches
ciekawa,
forward,
czy jej głowa
the blade
zacznie lewitować.
grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side,
Coś tam
flopping
jest.
to her shoulder, and her
To jest
neck
kość czy co innego?
opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Serio?
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please?
Mogę wziąć jej głowę?
Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of reason. She's left us with this dangling
Ja bym
thread.
spróbowała przymocować.
I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward. Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Woli więźnia.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
She's gone.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Co teraz?
This doesn't feel right. It feels... You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Ej, myszka nam się zmieniła. Widzicie to? Już nie ma pazurka, tylko jakby głowa ptaka?
I think you know what I am.
Narrator.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far. I am an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. Of course, that is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore. No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is? I do. People out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that. Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you. She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone. Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial.
I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
Sekundka. Dobra, bobra.
Except for me, I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Okej, zostały nam 3 pytania.
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Okej. Koniec pytań, śmierć autora.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know.
Czyli
what you have
ma
to
być
do.
zniszczone, bo jest konstruktem transformacji. To nie ma sensu. Bo ja po prostu jestem przepełniona emocjami i nie rozumiem, co się do końca dzieje. To wszystko to ty. Dostarczy głowy uwięzionej. Ooh. Okay.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Świat pozbawiony śmierci. Świat pozbawiony śmierci. Okej, w takim sensie. Czy świat bez śmierci byłby lepszym miejscem? Uważam, że na pewno zależałoby od typu śmierci, ale tu mówimy o każdym. Wydaje mi się, że wszystko w pewnym momencie musi się jakoś zakończyć. A nieśmiertelność czy brak jakiegokolwiek wyzwolenia z tego cyklu jest pewnego rodzaju karą. Nieśmiertelność wcale nie jest takim fajną umiejętnością, to złe słowa, klątwą. Wiem, że niektórzy widzą nieśmiertelność w pozytywnym aspekcie, ale ja Szczerze to nie.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us. If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us.
Whoa.
Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray? Nor should you, nor should I. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. You pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. Within, you are tightly bound and choke on heavy air as acid burns its way into your
Zarąbiste to jest.
a nest of things devouring within things devouring. But even when dissolved, you gifted me a life. Perhaps it was fear that drove you. Perhaps it was compassion. But the outcome of an act matters more than its intentions. There's a natural order to the cycle of things sustaining things. A world without sustenance is a world without relationships. And it is our relationships that give us form and substance.
Nie chcę się poddać. Trochę coś w tym jest, ale nie wiem, czy gra rozumie to tak samo jak ja. W sensie... Dobra, może być to.
And it is through those desires that each of us found the other. And it is through each other that we will find our freedom.
Chcę zobaczyć je wszystkie.
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin.
Your compassion is what freed us both. But compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change. Then help me again. We are each other's liberation.
To jest dama, co nie?
Another tried to stick into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back. Then there's no need for you to fight like we are. Whenever you're ready, we can live together, hand in loving hand.
Ej, czyli pierwsza odpada. A,
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
o, właśnie, chciałam ostatnią jeszcze zobaczyć.
Fear that pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shock you took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown? And through that, you feared nothing. Others cling to fear because they have not yet seen beyond it. Will you strip the world of possibility just because some refuse to see
Nie
its
to miałam na
beauty?
myśli.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together. This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go. Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece
Ale coś
lies
było
with
tam.
you.
Kocham cię. Powiedziała kocham cię, jak coś. Zdążyłam przeczytać, ale kliknęło mi się. Wow.
It's magnificent.
To rośliny, to trawa rośnie! Wow!
Everything. Just like it always has
Okej,
been.
czyli zaakceptowaliśmy pewien
Just
chyba
like it
krąg,
always will be.
jak działa życie, w sensie nie odrzuciliśmy śmierci i cierpienia. Dobra. Wow! Istniejesz i jesteś świadomy, tak jak zawsze byłeś i tak jak zawsze będziesz. Choć konflikt leży w naszej duszy, nigdy nie będziecie sami, nigdy nie znacie strachu. Ty i ona jesteście wreszcie w domu. Są tylko nowe początki. Wow. Głosy w twojej głowie. Okej, ja wiem, że w teorii doszliśmy do końca gry i to był też w ogóle długi odcinek, ale ja bym chciała zobaczyć z wami wszystkie księżniczki. To nie będzie coś, co będziemy zawsze robić w grach, zwłaszcza wyborowych. Na przykład proponowałam do rozegrania wam Life is Strange. W przypadku Life is Strange zrobilibyśmy jedno przejście, ale w przypadku tej gry wydaje mi się, że one mogą być tak różne, a jednocześnie poszerzać perspektywę tego, jak wygląda ta gra. Wiem, że to jest część gry wyboru, ale wydaje mi się, że tutaj zrobimy wyjątek od tego, co będę robiła zazwyczaj, czyli że jak przejdę jedną ścieżkę, to już tak to zostawimy, bo mówię, chcę z wami doznać wszystkich jej wersji, okej? I wydaje mi się, że dla was to też może być ciekawe, a zwłaszcza jeżeli nie graliście w tę grę, nie macie tej gry, albo jeżeli na przykład może chcecie użyć tego gameplayu jako, nie wiem, tego jak zdobyć wszystkie osiągnięcia, no bo taki jest też mój cel. Więc na pewno będzie kolejny odcinek z tej serii, bo no może też ja za bardzo tak chcę się podzielić tymi jeszcze doświadczeniami. Mówię, nie będę tego zawsze robić w grach wyboru, nie zawsze będzie tak, że będę robiła serię ukończ grę, dobre zakończenie się nie liczy. To nie było dobre zakończenie? Okej. Okej. O, to też jest spoko. Mówię, w tej grze też chodzi o to, żeby odkryć wszystkie jej wersje, więc wydaje mi się to bardziej istotne niż w niektórych grach wyboru, gdzie ważne jest, jak przejdziemy historię, bo wydaje mi się, że w Lisie jest ważne to nie tyle co, żeby zobaczyć wszystkie wersje tego, co Max może zrobić, ale tego, jak my się czujemy i jak my poprowadzimy tę grę. Tak samo wydaje mi się z Detroit, że to pierwsze przejście gry, które robimy na nasz instynkt, jest tym naszym prawdziwym, a reszta to bardziej już się robi dla osiągnięć. A tutaj przez to, że kurde, jest jeszcze tyle rzeczy, których nie zobaczyliśmy, że naprawdę... O! Wrócimy sobie do menu głównego. Także... A jeszcze tylko zobaczymy wspomnienia, jak to wygląda. Okej! Czyli mamy raz, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 powłok do odkrycia. Nie wiem, czy będę robiła dłuższe odcinki z tego, żeby na przykład były 2 powłoki na odcinek. Zależy pewnie jak długościowo, no bo teraz mamy gdzieś bardzo długi odcinek, ale mam nadzieję, że wam się podobał. Ja już się nie będę rozgadywać, bo wydaje mi się, że 2 razy powtórzyłam, że no to będzie taka trochę wyjątkowa seria, gdzie odkrywamy te powłoki. I że nie każda gra wyboru taka będzie. Nie ma co się już chyba za bardzo powtarzać. Może ja jestem też trochę taka rozemocjonowana, dlatego tak się zaczynam powtarzać, bo już sama mam za dużo... Oj, przepraszam was. Za dużo myśli w głowie. Dobra. Tutaj macie jakże wyjątkową listę subskrybentów tego kanału, którzy się do tego przyznają. Jeżeli chcecie się na niej pojawić, może w kolejnym The Princess, to po pierwsze zasubskrybujcie ten kanał, po drugie włączcie widoczność swojej subskrypcji, żebym mogła was screenować, bo inaczej was po prostu na tych listach nie widzę. Okej. No i co, miłego dnia, tygodnia, do zobaczenia w następnym odcinku. Ja już się jaram, jakie jeszcze jej wersje zobaczymy. Jakie ewentualnie było później podsumowanie, bo to podsumowanie na koniec było zarąbiste i to też, bo chciałabym na pewno wszystkie pokazać. Ale tak. Więc do zobaczenia w następnym. Miłego dnia, tygodnia, kiedy sobie to tam oglądacie. Ja się z wami żegnam. Bye!